Hey guys, it's your favorite gold miner, prospector, and geologist, Jeff Williams. And today, I've got you out here looking for placer gold deposits. And I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks on how you can locate these things before you even come out here in the field. It's so easy. So let's get into it. Now, there's a series of books that you can get that will tell you where placer deposits are based on the state. And I'll leave a link down below. And this is the source that I use if I'm trying to locate old placer diggings. And these are a fantastic source. And they even come with maps too. And the place that we're at right now is a little known area to look for gold. And I can see why, because this place is choked out. There's no way to get in here unless you cut your way through. And there are ancient Indian petroglyphs in the area too that we're gonna go looking for. And hopefully we can find some placer gold out here. Not to mention, I've got cacti everywhere. And then up on the hill, I got cholo cactus, or jumping teddy bear cactus as they call it. Oh yeah, and you can see the springs right down in there. Good panning location. Oh, but you know there's a food chain in there waiting, and umpas are waiting too. Now, one of the places that we're gonna check is these gravels down here to see if we can find anything. Because if there's any gold, they're gonna be in there, and that's where we're gonna dig to see if there's any gold in there. And there's tons and tons of black sand around here too. See all that? These compacted gravels? That's a good place right there. Of course, the sample. Oh, it's all choked. Hey, there's a survey marker. I wonder what that's doing in here.
The story of the lost Cottonwood Spring has been whispered among prospectors for generations. It began long ago when a man named Tom Riley wandered into a small Nevada town, sunburned and half-mad, clutching a pouch heavy with gold. He spoke of a hidden spring deep in the desert, shaded by ancient cottonwoods, where the gravels ran rich with gold, more gold than he had ever seen in his life. Tom claimed he had stumbled upon it by chance, lost and desperate, his water nearly gone. The grove of cottonwoods had appeared like a mirage, their branches reaching out over a clear, bubbling spring. He had knelt to drink, grateful for the cool water, when he noticed the glitter in the streambed. With trembling hands, he scooped up the gravel, and there it was. Gold, thick flakes and chunky nuggets lying just beneath the surface, as if waiting for him to find it. He spent days there, panning the gravel, filling his pouch until it was heavy with treasure. He spoke of the way the sun filtered through the leaves, the way the old trees seemed to watch over him as he worked. But the desert was a cruel place, and when his provisions ran low, Tom knew he had to leave. He marked the spot as best as he could, memorizing the distant peaks and the lay of the land, and set off. But the desert is a land of shifting sands and fading trails. By the time Tom returned with others, eager to show them the riches he had found, the grove was gone. The landmarks had changed, the familiar hills now strange and unfamiliar. They searched for days, weeks even, but the cottonwoods eluded them, swallowed by the vast, indifferent desert. The spring, with its cool waters and golden gravels, had vanished, as if it had never been there at all. Tom grew despondent, his once bright eyes dulled by the endless, fruitless search. He would spend the rest of his life trying to find that lost grove, wandering the desert until the day he simply disappeared, claimed by the sands that had taken his treasure. Others tried to follow his directions, to trace his path, but no one ever found the lost Cottonwood Spring again. The desert had taken it back. To this day, prospectors still speak of it. They say that somewhere out there lies a hidden spring where the gold runs thick and the cottonwoods stand tall. Some believe it's just a legend, but others, the dreamers, the ones who can't help but chase the glint of gold, they know better. They still search, their eyes scanning the horizon for a flash of green, for the promise of water and riches hidden just beyond reach. And maybe, just maybe, one day the lost Cottonwood Spring will be found again, if only for a moment, before the desert takes it back once more.
And the neat thing about coming through these canyons is that there are Indian petroglyphs everywhere. They're absolutely spectacular. Now, if any of you guys out there know what these things mean, go ahead and leave me a comment down below, because I have not a clue. So let's go check it out. Now that looks like two bighorn sheep. Pretty sure, but I don't know what that means. There's a whole bunch more right there. You see them? That is incredible. Always with the spirals. I don't know what those spirals mean. Looks like somebody broke that one off and took it home. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some up there, over there. They're all over the place. There's a spiral. You always see spirals. I have no idea what that means on the spirals. They're all along here. That is amazing. Oh yeah, and there's some more bighorn sheep right up there. You see them? Look at that. They're all over the rocks here. I have no idea what that means. There's another one right there. Like I said, you can see where they've been pounding on these things forever. I mean, they're just printed over each other. That looks like another bighorn sheep right there. See it? Oh, and there's a cave. There's a cave. This is probably how they, oh, and there's one in here too. And they're all inside this cave too. Not really sure what they mean. But I think it has something to do with seasonal hunting, if I had to guess. And these have been pounded so much, it's just one imprinted over the other like 100 times. That looks like a square sine wave over there. You see it in electronics? Doesn't that look like a square sine wave? Wow, look at these. These are in perfect shape. Isn't that cool? There's a little man right there in the middle. Like I said, if I had to guess, this is an area where the Paiute, and probably before then the Anasazi, would hunt for the bighorn sheep seasonally. See that? That tells me that there's a source of water here. And if you look here, you can see where there used to be a pool. You can see where you got watermarks in there, it's coming out. Flow down here, and then you have a pool in here that it would seep out of the ground. The bighorn sheep would all gather around here during certain parts of the year when this particular pool is full, and then they could drink, and then of course the Native American Indians could hunt them. There's probably caves around here too, all over the place that's got stuff hiding in them. Oh, let's go just take a quick look to see if we can see any, because they're all over the place, because there's caves everywhere in this really soft pegmatitic granite. This is all alluvial material that got washed in. You can see all the different bedding planes. All that means is just the different layers. And it's always good to sample that. Remember, you're gonna channel sample across all of them. And then if you find any gold, you can go back and localize it. All these different layers, strata, all those different bedding planes in there. I had a few people in the comments section ask me, Jeff, what exactly does tertiary mean when you say old terse channels? All that means is that it's the time frame when those channels were laid down, the tertiary time period. And you'll see that predominantly in places like California, where you have a lot of ash flow tuff and a lot of basaltic caprock sitting on top of those old river channels. You see that? Rusty, ugly looking quartz. I have bits and pieces of it all through the wash here. There's not supposed to be anything here. And look at this. I got old pieces of metal too. There's nothing on the maps up in this area. So that makes me wonder if we've got an outcropping up here that was being worked by some old timers that didn't want to say anything. So now I'm gonna try to get down to a source of water, and we'll pan out what little material we got and see if there's any gold in it, and see if the books are true about pinpointing placer deposits. All right, we're gonna take it out here to the water and pan it out. Yeah, I know, I didn't bring my sample bags. I don't wanna hear it, but this is my official MSHA approved Vitamin Shop sample bag. You should get one, they work really well. All right, let's pan this out, I wanna know. Quicksand! What the heck is that? Oh my gosh, that's quicksand. Let me get over there in the middle, because if I stay there, I can feel myself going like this. And you ain't coming out of that. Let me get over there. Remember what I taught you, clean out your gold pan so you don't cross-contaminate. All right, here we go. I like to hop in and go for a swim. Woo! All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, they're super fine all along the top of the ridge there, and all mixed in with the black sand. There is gold there, and the book was right, but you're gonna have to work your hiney to get that shiny, because that stuff, that is hard going. And if you like today's video, you better smash that like button, smash it hard, because I almost got sucked into the water over there. Oh, and don't forget, at the end of every month, we give away a Gold Monster 1000 metal detector, 10 bags of pay dirt from our drift mine. Each one comes with a silver bar, and monster gold nuggets that we mine out every month too. If you want to get involved with that, it's really simple. Just click the little icon at the end of the video, make a $10 pledge, and you are in like Flynn, my brother. And if you want to see more videos on us panning for gold out in these remote locations, go ahead and watch this video, and I'll see you on the next video. Oh.